let you have a little look on to me. Maybe a bit of a big look too if you're feeling lucky. Oh, I almost spun kicked you, axe kicked you, and then just laid you out with just the straight frontal. You would not want me to axe kick you in the face. To be honest, it's never been done before. Maybe 2 times. I want to thank all my viewers for commenting on the videos the last couple days. Lily Beth Mercado, how you doing? We've got Che in the chat. We've got Sloppy Heads, Twisted Roots watching all the time. I can actually see who watches my YouTube channels. Like Goliath Grower watches me. All these people. Gruber. Goliath McGruber. Never kissed a girl. Twisted. Twisted Roots. It's crazy. That guy crazy. And there's a variety of other people that watch that, you know, you're jealous of me. I don't mind. Trust me, I don't mind. But I think it's hilarious. You're not subscribed, but you watch almost every day. That's hilarious. Some people think I actually watch their YouTube channel. Like, I don't. Like, YouTube, I come on YouTube and YouTube literally will push a video to me. Like 3 times people will send me a link. I'm like, don't send me links of losers on YouTube. I don't care. They're like, but you gotta see this. I'm like, no, I don't gotta see this. That brings your emotional, intellectual ability to process and be kinder down. And you're always constantly being a child in a high school group chat. Today we're talking about NASA and fake news. AJ Genetics in the house. How you doing, AJ Genetics? I went and saw your snake video, dude. And you had some plants in the backyard on another video. I think your latest video was a snake video, though. You haven't commented on my videos. I went and subscribed to your channel. And then you said you're from Canada too. I'm like, I'm so surprised by my Canadian viewership. It's so pathetic, you know. I have 30% of my channel is Americans. I know Canadians watch, but you're not really supporting me, eh? I'm not talking to you specifically. I just met you the other day. I asked you if you knew who I was, and you said, I can't remember. I think you said no. I was like, oh, okay. But for some reason, I remember your name slightly from years ago, but I could be wrong. You know, there's so many. Tig, stop it! So many people come through here, so sorry if I thought you were something. I don't know who the other guy was or whoever. I don't know if anybody else had that same name. Anyway, it's not a big deal. If you don't know who I am, the question was, do you know who I am? And you said no. I'm pretty sure, right? You don't know me. You ever seen me before? I don't think you have. And if you have, like, maybe you have, I don't know. But I don't think I'm pretty sure I asked you. I only checked out 3 people in like the last 10 days. You have seen me around. You saw Saw your cinnamon bun. Oh, you saw the cinnamon bun video I made? I don't even remember. Oh, you like, was it an upload? Yeah, I was having a good time yesterday. I'm almost at 7,100 videos. I'm the largest live streamer in the world, but I hold Canada's record for most uploads to YouTube. I have 12, like in whole, right? I'm just surprised Canada hasn't like made a parade for me or something yet. No, what I was getting at was I just wish more Canadians would be like, hey, I'm from Alberta. You said you're from Alberta? Shit, sorry, bro. Ontario or Saskatchewan. You were around me anyway. You're like Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario. You're not Quebec. But if you're Quebec, awesome. Bonjour, mon ami. Je suis aussi froggy. And don't. I'm just kidding around. Like, I love everybody equally. Yeah, that's like an inside little joke calling people frogs. I don't know why they do it. La grenouille. Oh, you're from Ontario. You used to be in GG. You used to be in GG. What is that? Ah, sorry, I don't know what that means. You used to be in GG AAP's channel. No, I don't. I went in one of that person, like that guy's videos. Like, I don't know what's going on there, but there are some people, like in those chats, I don't want to hang around. I think I saw you in Gorilla Growers. Oh, that is Silverback Nation, and they call him Gorilla. Everyone in the chat calls him GG. I just like that nickname, GG, Gorilla Grower. Okay, you saw me there. So you've never actually seen my videos then? Just the cinnamon bun video. That's what I was getting at. So you don't know who I am. That's what I was saying. Man, that's crazy that you don't know who I am. Unless you haven't been on YouTube for that long. Because I was the most seen channel on YouTube in 2018 for Canada's videos. The most in Canada. I don't care if men don't dope boys or whatever. I don't roll with cops. I don't own a field that's owned by cops. Everything I own, it's mine, and I didn't do it by ratting other people. Growing weed is like now. Oh yeah, I don't. Me personally, I don't think it is, but I just choose not to. I subbed to you a couple weeks ago, okay? So you never seen me before years ago, okay? Nah, you missed out, bro. You solidly missed out on some. I used to do 400 square foot rooms, bro. Look. 4-inch coals around 58 inches long, stacked nodes so tight you don't even know what tight is. And I got pictures of baseball bats. The whole room was bats. This long. This was just what at the top. Everything was about 5.5, 6.5, 7 feet tall all. And it was, and that's just one. That's just what I have archived that you guys have seen. You should see my videos. You should see my home videos. I've been doing this a little while. But yeah, I choose not to. I wouldn't say weed videos are dead. I would just say it's not really gonna be for those that are trying to. I don't want to get into it. Do you just do your one? Yeah, like you actually have weed videos, and you're monetized. That blows me away. And you're Canadian. Like, how? How do you have weed videos, and you're monetized, and you're literally like an hour away from me? If I was to take a plane, I could get to you in an hour. What is YouTube doing, man? Basically, I'm glad you came here today because you just gave me so much ammo for my court case against Google and YouTube. Like, I don't fuck around. I'm gonna sue for probably $60 billion. Whatever PewDiePie and all those like scums that steal from children on a daily basis through the merch stores, I'm going to. I want everything all of them make because I have all their videos times 10, right? So I want all the money they've ever made. I want to back pay, plus I want to spank and penalize and punish them for all the hardships they caused me, as well as the amount of money that hasn't been reoccurring and reaccruing because of their actions and their ability to demonetize without any factual reasons. I've never broke a thing on YouTube, but the little Poindexter red-haired children that run Google in Canada or in America, you need to be put in jail, you little pissants. So that's what I'm doing this summer. Anyone that's ever been demonetized on YouTube that's Canadian, I'm doing a class action lawsuit besides that, which I'm going to punish them severely now. See, I told them, I said, you either make me famous, you either flip the switch again like you did before and turn it back on. I don't need you to funnel people here. I just need you to not stop them from getting invites to my channel. So 1,785 viewers have all the bell notifications clicked so they get them, and YouTube doesn't send out close to 2,000 invites when I go live. Plus, my new viewership is so low, and that's impossible for my channel's range. Think of I don't actually want to explain it, but I'll tell you this, when I stand up in court and I explain it to people that don't understand the system, when I'm done, they're going to understand the system. YouTube is what you allow it to be. They're pushing me around. I'm sure they've pushed you around. You've never been demonetized on YouTube? I have monster channels, bro. I have another channel with 785 videos that most people have never heard of before. I have Hash TV with probably 500-600 videos over there. I have monster channels. I have 3 channels that'll have 1,000 videos by the end of this year. Over 1,000. This one has, I have 3,800 videos privated on my channel, on this channel. I have close to 11,000 videos right now. I have other videos I just kept. Like I uploaded and then I deleted them off YouTube and kept my upload because it's my content that I felt is too good for anyone on YouTube to see for free. It's like someone that wants to sell a book, right? Well, I made content that I think is video worthy for a book or whatever. The content is perfect, right? So that's what we're doing. A couple of years. I don't need anything. I don't need any money right now. Just sold my house. Went into the country. And yeah, I'm not telling anybody where I live, and it's not because I'm scared. I ain't scared of nothing. Thousands, hundreds and hundreds of people that I don't even know where I live. Thousands of people I do know where I live. I don't care. Instead of calling them somewhere, I'm selling my house because we're making a boatload of money. I'm not selling my house because I'm scared. I go outside and walk around my property right now on the live stream. But I'm not. But I'm not scared to. Fucking cops came to my house like a couple years ago and they were friendly as pie to me. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm on a live stream. Hang on, I want to turn it off. And all this is on live stream, like I just said. You can hear me talking. First, you can hear them say they're the Winnipeg police at the door when I go to the door and answer. And I'm like, what are you guys doing here? I'm like, hey. I'm sitting there with my Rasta toque on. Just a total boss, you know? I'm like, what's up? Like, what do you need? And they're like, oh, just want to talk to you for a bit. I'm like, okay. So I said, let's talk, come on in. I said, keep your gun gun's holstered at all times. I look down straight in the eye. I said, hang on. I said, let me shut my live stream off. And they're like, oh, you can leave it on. I'm like, no, I like my privacy. Thanks, though. And I also like to give people theirs. Was what I probably said, or I usually say, but there's no need to. It's my privacy. Whatever you have to say, I may not want them to hear. And I'm like, hey, my hands are here. Oh, you're good. I'm like, holy, what happens if I was a different nationality there? But it's not funny, but that's like, I'm like, why are you so allowing me to do this? But I guess I wasn't like in trouble anyway. So, I close the door. I close the screen door, and they wait there for a second before I invited them in, and I go close the live stream that was in the living room, and I just had the whole living room was just caked with zippies, the whole living room, and I was on it live. I didn't move nothing. They came right in. I don't need to move anything. I have one of the largest licenses in Canada. Yeah, they do. I don't like to use the terms like that, but no worries, I get what you're saying. But anyway, so get this. So I come back, and my living room is just layered. I got screen set up, everything, and I've been sifting all morning. I've been sifting. So imagine the scent in the living room at the time, right? Holy, they come to the door, and there's this one of them. He doesn't like the smell. He reminds me of my wife. The other guy's really cool. And I'm looking at the guy. He's looking at me, and I barely make eye contact with the guy because he's sort of giving me like these little peanut eyes. I don't know what it means, but he's like this kind of, and I'm like, dude, don't. You shouldn't even be looking at me, bro. Like, you shouldn't even be looking at me. 4'9" and 160, eh? I'm talking to the guy in charge here. He's got a cell phone in his pocket with a camera in there specifically pointed at me. It's like their secret camera. I'm like, this is sad setup, eh? Well, whatever. I let it slide. I let that slide. That's the first time I made that known publicly, what I knew that day. And I see that. And every time he moves over, I move over the doorway so he can't see the house. All he gets is my 58-inch chest. That's what he sees. He sees my 58 fucking inch chest. Every time he moves like this through the doorway, I move. And I just look at him. I don't know. I don't even give a fuck. I just don't. It's my shit. I let you in. Have some decency. Do not film in my house. Fucking snap kick you. So, this is my private abode. You want to film in here? You want to map a layout or something? Not allowed. You want to just film and see what you can see in my house? If I ever catch someone filming in my house, I'm going to smash their phone and shove it up them. Period. People that film in your house are spies, and you must deal with them quickly. So, back to what I was saying. They chat with me for a while, and I'm not letting them leave until they understand what's going on here. And I let them know. I said, oh, somebody took a picture. I'm like, okay. You let them know if that ever happens again, I'm fucking suing them. You leave this house. When you leave, you get on the horn and you tell the little bitch if they ever film again, they're getting sued. You guys come to me. You're obligated to let me know if a motherfucker is breaking the law. And you tell me, and I'm suing them. So I'm a videographer. I'm a movie maker. If I'm recording a movie while they're filming, while I'm in my private property, if they film my private property, you don't know the laws like me, and you don't know the people that I know. I know the richest and most powerful, decent, pretty well good lawyer. I said lawyer because there's only one left in Canada. And they're filthy rich. They swim in $100 bills every morning. I'm filming by law in Canada, in my province of Manitoba. I can sue you if you film my private property. So what did I do? I set up two constant streams, front and back, sides of the house. I say two because I got that plus this, so there's six. But and they're not to the cloud or anything. I'm not going to get into how it works and anything. 6 cameras, constantly recording every square inch of this fucking property. So if someone does, the next person that thinks they're a little Inspector Clouseau or a little narc bitch, pay me big time, you little scum suckers. See, there's a way to work these people, and I am a hard man. But there's a better way to work people that value money. It's to take their fucking last dollar. I do not value money. I don't need money. I have friends I can go live with forever and work for them forever and never need a dollar. They're filthy rich. When they pass on, they'll leave me anything. I'd be like, hey, can I have that? But I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all. But trust me when I say property is coming my way. Just wait. There's more. And then you'd be surprised who's going to help me out, like who's actually got me in their will. You'd be shocked, I've never received anything in my life that was worth value except for my mother. Some of my other family members have helped at times. My wife isn't my blood, so I met her. I don't have a dad, things like that. I grew up on my own. And I saved for years because I grew up extremely poor. It's good to know good people. It is, because bad people are everywhere, and you're going to need a friend one day, right? My main concern, AJ Genetics, with, that day was that somebody filmed or took a picture, right? So now, if they want to come back, I'm going to go to their house and film and take pictures on their property. Late at night, in their windows, I'm going to bug their front porch. I'm going to bug their vehicle. I'm going to put an air tag in their vehicle and follow them. You know what I mean? They want to play, we can play. If you ever have a vehicle sitting out in front of your house, spend $100 and buy 5 air tags. And put 5 air tags in the middle, crawl from behind, out back, underneath, roll on the road until you get under their vehicle, and start putting shit everywhere. Because if they're filming you, right? If that vehicle's been there for 6 hours and the guy gets out and walks down the sidewalk and walks up another sidewalk, like I've followed people to see stuff, eh? They're pathetic. Peons work investigations, and it's pathetic. People that investigate other people are treasonous spies. If you're both under the same flag, this is old law. If you're a spy in a country and you do no wrong, but and taxpayer dollars are being wasted, you need to out them, because what they're doing is they're conspiring against you. They're trying to create something. Or worse, they could be conspiring to plot against a plan to hurt you, right? But the first thing they do is they monitor. Even before, and I'm talking about, the agencies that go and kill people, right? Look it up online if you don't believe me. Secret Service agencies around the world kill people and have freedom to do so. Look it up. Do you think the people in government, the lobbyists, do you think they lobby for our freedom of rights and to not be killed by corporations that own Secret Service agencies? No. You know what they lobby for? Less laws for human beings in the countries that aren't in the Secret Service. Less rights. We have less rights and freedoms now than we did 10 years ago. Do you know who has more? corporations. So you do the math. Who's in charge? Is it the government, or is it the corporations that can't get in trouble, but they can also have people killed, and never spend a day in jail? Do you know that Amazon has 3,000 Secret Service agents that every single minute monitor all Amazon's Alexa frequencies and all the Amazon data that's collected from around the world? The rich are just getting richer. Actually, the richest people in the world have gotten 10 times smaller, meaning the richest people in the world now own most of the entire world, and it's only 3 people. And this scares the living shit out of the ones that were really rich just last year and now are at the 500th or 1,000th or not even on the list anymore because they bought you out, or you went, they how these 3 got so rich. Other people's businesses failed, collapsed, and crumbled, and they bought them up for dollars instead of millions. They bought them for pennies. This is the way economic collapse works. When your farm in England doesn't have enough money, you go bankrupt. The money that you didn't pay is written off. The farm that you fixed up, that you worked, and the corn that's ready to be harvested in 6 weeks or whatever, that you had to give up the farm, a new farmer will come in and buy that land up for a higher price than you paid last year or whatever you paid. So they never lose money. But where that else before that, when you go bankrupt in England, the farm goes back to the Queen's property. You don't know who owns property. The Queen owns everything in England. In Dubai, the Prince of Dubai owns everything in Dubai. In Japan, the Japanese emperor owns everything. In China, same. In Canada, we're under what's called the royal monarchy. So our dollar actually has the face of the one that takes the farms in England. Did you know that Canadian farmers are struggling twice as hard as British farmers? Did you know that? Did you know that more farms are collapsing every day in Canada because of droughts? Do you know that they have put it out on the news that there are things called the rainmakers? The government controls how much rain you get. How are we having droughts then? How? But nobody cares, right? Let's just all go to the beach today. Let's go to the gym after that. Let's buy some new tires for our truck. Hey, bud? Let's get some big mudders for our truck, bud. Hey, bud? Hey, you want to go to a football game with me, bud? Want to see a hockey game, bud? The world is literally collapsing because people are pathetic and they have no values. Period. Then I got best rosin in the world, baby. Purple rosin, red rosin, red rocket rosin, baby. Yeah, you missed out on your AJ. I'm starting to remember your name, bro. I actually remember your name from my chat, man. You've been in my chat before, AJ. For some reason, I've never seen your channel before. I had no idea you're from Canada. I've never actually seen you. But I went to your channel. I remember your name from years ago. Do you know who Dusty is? Like, how? Do you not remember me? I didn't have a big beard when I came on here, but I figured it's been like 10 or 12 years, and if those people I really Kirby'd still wanna tangle, I want to tango, bro. Yeah, damn right it is. Yeah, I never got nothing. You never gave me nothing, bro. I definitely didn't get anything from you. I only got stuff from Long Balls Larry. I only got stuff from like 5 people in Ontario. Definitely wasn't me, bro. Do you give out stickers with your prizes? With your giveaways or whatever you have? Do you give out sticker packs? Because I would remember your sticker. I definitely don't have any stickers from you. And look, it's totally cool. I don't like I don't need any stickers either. I was just saying like I have never. You said you did a lot of giveaways. Not to me, you did not. Just want to live life and be happy now. Now I'm bankrupt getting into ballpark. You're bankrupt? It's not a big deal. Money doesn't even exist, so technically you're just a regular human being. Hey, you have stickers if I want some. No, bro, you're bankrupt. You're not sending me any. No, yes, I would like some stickers, but no, I don't need them right away. If I come to Ontario, maybe we could meet up at the Viagra Falls there for a minute or two, or like a half-hour sesh or something. If you're far, then obviously not for a minute or two. But like if you live down the street, like just a quick roll. Hey, how you doing? Let's watch a couple people go over the falls in a barrel and then just do some dabs and then take off. I might even do some dabs in a barrel as I go over the edge. I'm not even sure yet. It's just a stamp to send stickers. I'm old, and when I was young, I never sent any mail. What do you mean it's just a stamp? Is that really serious? It's just a stamp? You just put it in the mailbox and some dick picks it up and like marches it over to my house? $2. I'm on IG. Yeah, I don't. I have IG. I just don't use it. I mean, I have wherever my spare phone is. I could just add you on IG right now. Actually, do you want to have a chat? Maybe not right. Well, give me a second here. Let me go check the mail first, okay? Give me a second. I got an idea. I'm gonna add you on IG and then I'll quickly chat with you for a minute. Just give me a sec here. I got a cool idea. The reason I'm chatting with you is just because you're Canadian, okay? I'm looking to bring up my Canadian viewership. No, I actually don't even give one flying. I actually prefer Americans over Canadians. I noticed they're less pasty. I am so pasty. I was yesterday, I was outside in my couch, and I'm just like, good God, am I ever white, man? I'm like, and it's like an embarrassing white too. Look, I'm not racist. If anyone out there takes offense to this white stuff that I'm saying, like, you're an idiot. Look at me. I literally glow like diamonds in the light. I was outside yesterday and it was like, I don't know, 30 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, and I'm just like literally sitting in this chair, just fucking baking. Oh, I'm baking, and I do 2 in a row. I do that Bob Marley tune. Oh, nights in the morning, and I smoke food at night. And I'm just chilling, eh? And finish the 2, and then I'm just like, I'm looking at my stomach, I'm looking at my legs, my inner thigh, I'm looking at my calves, I'm like, good God, Elmer's glue has nothing on me. And I'm serious, like the pastiest white. It's not an unhealthy, it's just like a nice bright white, but good God. I immediately like try and raise my like calf like as high. I can't raise my calf up to show you. But I immediately like get my calf. I'm sitting, so I bring my calf up to like here, and I'm like holding it and like turning my leg to get the whitest part, so I can get some like nice red sun on it, right? I'm serious too. Yesterday I had such a good laugh. Like I'm sitting out there just chilling, scoping and chilling, and I had such a good laugh about my pasty skin. Cheers, y'all. Got some nice stash tea here. Hey, AJ. What does race car... What does race car spelled backwards mean? Top of the morning to... Yeah. I'm 44, so laid back with life now. I'm younger than you. You're born and raised. I have sent packages. $80 for shipping packages. Holy crap. What the hell do you put in the packages, AJ? What do you mean it costs $80 to ship a package? Of like what, how much is the weight of like does the package weigh 2 pounds? How do you know it's $80? I'm right next to you. Are you sure it's $80? Like, do you ship to BC for $80? Because if you do, I'm like $20, bro. Well, I could never pay someone $80 for a package. To be honest, yeah, I have paid for, but I don't even know what somebody has, right? Like, do you mean you just give out packages that cost $80? Is that why you're bankrupt? Because you just gave away all your money, bro? You and me same? Everything. Oh, yeah, I don't need any of that, bro. I have like, I'm good. But that's super nice of you to do that for people. I don't need none of that. Yeah, no, like I got more pure than I can use in 3 days. You know, I just pressed that last night in 5 minutes, right? So, for the next 3 days. Plus, I got like this golden glob just sitting here. This would be good for like 4 hours. I can't finish a whole one of these. I did 2 sittings usually. Let's go to half, maybe 3/4 here, but whatever. Yes, just the shipping is 80 plus. Oh, yeah, no, fuck. You're like a dispensary, bro. No. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know. I don't need anything. What do you like? So, what's your thing? Like, what do you? Do you have any bowl hash? If, but I'm deleting all my content. Oh no. Yeah. Yes, just the shipping. But I'm deleting all my content. Why are you deleting your content, man? What is the? What's the reasoning behind that? That's sad to hear. I mean, if you made the videos, you must have thought they were kind of decent. Like, you must have thought like they, at the time, they were, hey, this is something I want to do. There's gotta be somebody out there that's gonna want to see that later on, right? Weed content is no good. Oh, are you just gonna do that? Oof. Oh, well, that's a shame. See, I'll tell you firsthand. I deleted probably 500 videos. Any video that they copyright struck and they were stealing my money off of it, I just deleted it. I should never have done that. But when I deleted it, it literally deleted the views from, like, I deleted like 450, 500,000 views from my channel. Doesn't make any sense though. If I earned that view, those views should still be there. Like, I'm gonna screenshot my screen today. It says I have 1 million views. But when you look at my about section, it says in my all time, it says I have 1 million views. But when you look in my about section, it says I'm about to hit 300,000, which is a joke. I had 480,000 views in my first year. My second year I had 600,000 views. And like, this is all this is from YouTube analytics. In my third year I hit 338,000 views, or 328,000, or 333. I don't remember exactly, but those first two years total just about 1 million views. The third year I am way over, and this is my 5th year. When I used to end a stream, I used to have 500 to 700 views on a video if it was like 2 to 3 hours long. I used to have 700 views. but YouTube completely shut down my channel from the inside, manually stopping the flow. I could axe kick this camera right to Ontario right now. I don't use any CO2. It's like, that's great. That's awesome. No offense to people that use CO2 controllers and all this and that. My buds are gigantic, man. Like, way bigger, way bigger. All my buds are bigger than my arm. Like, way bigger than my arm. Way bigger than my arm. And, like, way bigger than this. Dry, not wet. I don't, like, show a wet bud. Anyway, I've never used CO2 in my life. Ever. I still have the same T&B bottles, and I get a bunch of stuff for free. I have 6 T&B bottles, naturals, with inserts and extras. Probably 12 altogether. I could run 12 bottles. Never used one of them. No, you don't need CO2. You do not need CO2. Now, if your room is sealed, you know, like, there are instances where that's going to help your room for sure. But I don't even think a room can be sealed. You know, if you're from Winnipeg, you don't have a sealed room. There are holes in your room. Oh, you're not hurting my feelings. I don't even like T&B. I think they're an absolute garbage company. They actually promoted bullying on my channel. So I went there and I said, if I ever see you guys, you POSs. They're like, oh, I didn't even notice. I'm like, F you. I said, come back here. I said, come back here and let me show you what I think of you. So they came back one day and I said, hey, I read the comment that they liked, and then they commented back to the guy. And I'm like, yeah, you guys, you seem like you like me so much. You sucked a lot of cock for me in the beginning, and now look, you listen to the comment you wrote back to this guy. And it wasn't harsh, but it was enough for me to literally lose my shit, eh? Little Poindexters, mommy's little, millionaires, silver spoon fed brats. Those kids can't grow. Those are children. You go look at my grows the first year I came on here, and my grows are still the biggest grow of anyone to this day. And like, I could just show one picture, and anyone else, if you have a picture of a room that full, I'll blow you. No one does. I've seen everyone's little tent grows got like 4 little nodule buds on it. They're like, oh yeah, here's a pound on this one. I'm like, yeah, but that's literally 1 ounce. Like, you have a pound if you include all the dirt soaking wet in your plant, bud. People don't even have a clue what a pound looks like on a plant, man. My plants literally have like jumbo nugs coming off, and they look like they were grown in Africa in a jungle. And when I see people's indoor, it's usually laden with bugs or mold or powdery mildew. I'm not a fan of other, like, I don't know what you grow. I've never seen your, I saw your outdoor plants there. I've never seen your indoor grows, but like, I wouldn't trust anyone's indoor grow from YouTube unless I had ever been in there, because I can't, He's a good cat. He's really smart, honey.
He found this bag and he's making a ruckus.
I heard, and I was like, what is that strange sound? Just,
Take it upstairs to your daddy.
no, you...
Take it upstairs in your mouth and bring it here to your
Honey, feed him. Feed him and tell him how much you love him.
Those are temptations. Like,
Feed him and tell him how much you love him, honey.
here, I'll put it here where you can see.
Tell him you love him, honey.
Don't bother me now.
What a good cat. My cat found the bag of temptations. It was like tucked in between the lamp and the wall, and I specifically put it there because my cat will gnaw through the bottom of a plastic, like a hard plastic bag, and he'll eat the whole bag, a full bag. So. Oh, it has to. I literally treat mine like it is food, right? So, like, do you vacuum your room every day? You shouldn't. You should be sweeping it, because you don't create airflow. What type of, do you use soil? Or are you soilless? What do you grow in? I only grow for myself, and I grow monster grows. I need to pull close to 10 peas right away. So, and it's looking like I will get it. Water only, yeah. I only use water. Um, I'll use vinegar and baking soda in the beginning when they're tiny, and that's kind of just to be the baking soda is abrasive, and the vinegar is a bit of a natural cleaner, right? And then after that, it's just water, and then I wipe it down, and the floor gets swept. I take everything out, and the floor gets swept, and then in the corner, I'll vacuum it up where there's nothing around there, and there's no airflow. So, like, it just stays in that corner for a second. Shut it off quick. It's not like leave it on for 10 minutes. But yeah, like so many people, if you look at your stuff close up under like a 1,500 times scope, or I don't know how much scoping I'm doing here, 500, 600 times. I got a TV microscope anyway, and man, the stuff coming from LPs in Canada all had black shit in it. You look at mine under there, pure gold. You can see THCA, everything. I use tubes and water. What are you doing, like DWC, deep water culture? Or are you in 2 inches of water? What are you doing? You're just in like a little table and you feed your roots just this much water, just constantly flowing across them? Is it aeroponics? Is it being sprayed on the roots? Or is it, I don't know, I forget what that guy's method was. It's like you learn it in school. Kroger's method or something? You use it to grow tomatoes. You can't trust the LPs so bad. They're businessmen, not growers. Well, not only that, yes, they're businessmen, and your bottom line is what you feed, right? So if you feed with the most inferior fertilizers, it's $9 to $12 a pound of fertilizer, right? Any of the fertilizers that I use, it's $900 to $1,200 a month for fertilizer. So you do the math, but and I mean, you gotta be growing monsters to be using what I just said on my level, right? Like I, I don't, I don't need to talk about. I don't really actually want to talk about how I do it. I've been around long enough. Most people know. You spend $2,000 a month. What you spend $2,000 a month on a small grow? What fertilizer do you use? I don't even know what the most expensive brand is. Is it Advanced Nutrients? I don't even know. If you like, what type of nutrients are you? Advanced is cheap. General Hydroponics is super cheap fertilizer. And you grow in water. How it cannot cost you 2,000. Do you have like 4,000 plants or something? 6,000 plants? Do you buy like tiny bottles, or why don't you just buy one big bottle for $50? It'll last you a year. You can get a jug of that crap for like nothing. They're basically giving General Hydroponics away, homie. Ugh. You had 8 4x4 tents. How many rooms were those tents in? You had a big house? Yeah, but $2,000 a month buys you every nutrient in the store. Like if you only have a few plants, you said you have a small grow, right? You would be pulling like 30 pounds a month easy with two, like, cause otherwise you'd be losing monstrous amounts of money. That's 24. So you went bankrupt on nutrients then? Because you literally spent close to 25,000. You spent $100,000 on nutrients in 4 years. Are you serious? Did you mean to put 200, not 2,000? Because like when I said, like seriously, when you go on Instagram, you got to show me your $2,000 that you spent last month on nutrients. Show me what you bought. Because, and then show me 3 months supply of 6,000 nutrients. Because like I have 400 bottles, you know. If you can show me 900 bottles, no, you have to show me 1,200 different bottles and bags and things like that, bro. Some of my nutrients are, well, I have 10-liter jugs of nutrients. Those are $200 each. I have 6 of those. And then I got 4-liter jugs. I got about 12 4-liter jugs, maybe 15 12-liter jugs. Most of them are brand new and full. About 4 or 6 of them are half full. I got 2 that are almost empty. And then I got 50 to 100 1-liters, and then I got tons of, 30 mil, 100 mil, 200 mil bottles of very, very nice quality stuff. And then I got tons of organics, veganics. I got another couple grand in that. My soil, I probably have like $600 in different soil mediums. But I need to use, like, everything will be gone next month. Like, not the fertilizer, but most of the stuff I said, this is for this year's grow, right? Like, I'm just literally starting my grow. I only grow once a year, really. If you think about it, I grow outdoors, right? So, this is my one shot till next year. And, it's gonna be huge. Like, not, it's gonna be, like, more than I need. It's gonna be huge frosty buds, and I am very excited to show those. Like, the thing about me is not only I'm gonna prove it, right? Like, I'm gonna show what I do. Probably not on this channel, but I'll definitely be proving. I always put my money where my mouth is. I'll show like an entire living room, full in the fall, and then I'll trim it all down, and then I'll wash it, and then I'll show a big soccer ball in it come Christmas. And just rinse and repeat. But then that lasts me till next Christmas. So really it's 12 months from there. And sometimes I throw out like 2 or 3 big bags of stuff. Like this last round I threw out 4 bags. They weren't huge IGA bags, maybe 2 IGA bags, and then 2 huge full zippies and a bunch of smaller stuff, just because it didn't look right. I was so sore, and then I kind of forgot about it, and it got wasted. But I can't say it got wasted. I still I picked through it and took out what I could for beans and stuff. So it's never a waste. But I just didn't like it didn't sniff right. It's kind of didn't smell moldy or nothing. It smelled like a little grassy and hay, and the variety was such a nice terpene. But I had left it in the freezer, and then when I took it out, I left it open on the counter for like 4 days, and it was super hot, so it dried it right out, just right out. It was so crumbly and crispy. I was like, damn it. And then it was a lot too. I was like, God. And what I should have done right then and there was just make bubble with it. But I didn't. I put it, and I couldn't. I was sore, and I had other stuff I had to do that week anyway. I was doing a bunch of home renovations and stuff like that. It's just been really hectic for me, And the home renovations keep me from making bubble because my back is too sore, So it's like, holy crap, man. For a while I was in like an endless loop of pain and given her, and then there was all this pain, and I could never fully medicate. You know, I couldn't get my, I couldn't make bubble. So one weekend, it was like Sunday afternoon, I just went to it. It was really cold out, wind was blowing, it had rained all night, it was freezing. And it was like fall, it was early fall, but it had been hot. I just went to it, made a couple batches of bubble. Man, I went outside, it was sunny the next, whatever, a week later, it was super hot. I put this on my AC, I had it all laid out, it literally was like melting. It was like turning into liquid, it was like a brick. And it just started just like, it was like somebody had an oven on and was like turning it, melting plastic. It was really super oily. It was just dripping. Everyone was like, what the hell? It was over for like 5 or 10 minutes. And it was pressed too. I was like nice pressed brick. I was like, what the hell? It just turned into this glob. I started taking pictures of it. Those are the nicest pictures I've ever seen. I made a video. I uploaded it. I made it private, but you know, got 500 views in a week or something. People were just drooling. 50, 60 comments, you know, and some of those comments were really cool, you know. Like, you know, this is the nicest material. This is the nicest block I've ever seen in my life. I can only imagine what it tastes like, eh? Well, let me tell you, heaven, you know. Well, right now, I want to make everybody aware that I've got packages to open up. We gotta go in. I gotta go get the mail. There's packages at the door. It's 9:57, and I gotta get some. I definitely want to see your newt cabinet. Do you have like a newt? You must not have a cabinet. I have like a newt wall. I have a newt cabinet. I have a newt garage. I have like 4 spots where my newts are. Do you have like a house for your nutrients, or how does it work? 'Cause that's a lot of newts, bro. Like if you got that many, basically they will go bad on you, eh? Like I only work with certain things that I know. Some stuff, I noticed a couple of it. I'm actually choked at a couple of varieties of things. I'm like, what? There's no way this should be like this already. I barely had it a month, maybe 2 months. Never left it outside. And the nutrients have like solidified. They've solidified and they've gone like crystallized, and then on the other part of the container they're like really soupy. It's disgusting. So I gotta phone and see what you're gonna do about it. Oh, crap. Just absolute crying out loud, you know? The whole time. See me one more second. AJ, you said you have IG? I'm gonna see if I can get on my IG account. So let's see if they unban me for talking saying the Queen's babies.
Yes, y'all. When I think about
All the times we had without a doubt.
Whoa. What? What is really going on here? Anyway, I wanted to let you all know I'm having a cup of tea. It's just steamy. Anybody else have steamy tea here? What? Who has purple rosin everywhere they look? That's going on a video, so I can show people what purple rosin looks like. AJ, have you don't go to the LPs, the dispensaries? Crazy what's out there, eh? All garb.
You know, they know it's garbage too. Like, there should be a warning label like this stuff is not medical grade. You know, they should have to put that on there. Like, this stuff is absolutely not medical grade, they should say. Causes headaches, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Mine just gives me a smile on my face, helps me poop, relieves my inflammation. What else does it do? You ever tried to, you ever gone to the washer? Ever gone to the washer one week? I gotta make a video about that. It's like a slip and slide, bro. Like instant. Just poof. Carry on with your day. You know, the reason why people that don't blaze are so pissed all the time is because they're always wasting so much time on the toilet. They're just stuck there all day. Right? 4 hours. Yeah, I can't poop. I'm congested again. I can't poop. I got indigestion again. I can't poop. It's always some white dude, eh? Yeah, I got indigestion. Bert, I won't be in today. I can't poop. Do you know Ready to Hit Hot Fire on YouTube? No. The stuff they get away with selling, yeah, it does. Yes, it's. Nope, never. Yes, it's garage. I don't know what you mean it's garage. See, like, anybody that grows in a house has vents in their house, and those vents blow nasty air. So, a garage is like a greenhouse with a concrete floor. My garage is insulated. Most people that have cash have an insulated garage, which, you know, the walls prevent, you know, if you have a clean garage with fresh paint on it, it will prevent. Think of like a shed. A shed is not a garage, unless you aren't clean. My garage floor is very clean. We haven't had anything leaking on it now for, it's got to be some time, years. And I washed it, I soaked it, and I leaf blow it, and I brush it with this nice brush, but I wish I would have got the other brush. I had more bristles behind it, so it would have been less sweeps to get the floor clean. I have big areas to sweep, but now that I think about it, no, I need a different kind of brush too. The one I got is actually good for my patio too. But yeah, I don't really like greenhouse, outdoor. You're gonna pick up a lot of fluffs, tons of who knows what in the air, who knows what they're spraying in the sky, and what's falling on there. Indoor doesn't have that. Garage doesn't have that. So people don't really understand growing until you get a 1500 times microscope with a video camera on it, like a TV monitor. And I can say this safely because I got one for a couple years, and it's been life changing. You can, we daily, if your plants are big enough, which mine are, I can take a piece from a section that's guaranteed, um, a good section, like high up, so lots of traffic, lots of movement across it. You don't take it from like one corner on the bottom that's always facing the wall, right? From some, or like wherever you are, your fence or something. You take it from something high up to see, what it's like. Or you take it from 3 spots high up, or mid 3 spots all the way around, and you bring them in and you take a look, see, do you have contaminant, right? What kind is it, right? Was something sprayed on your garden, right? You got to check for these things because the pistils will look different. They'll be withered, and if they are, man, you got to check your cameras. You got to go basically watch your gardens from now on. You got to bring your stuff in at night. You got to tent your stuff at night. So these are the things people don't do that they need to be doing, right? And there's more, but I didn't come on here to do any of this. I love doing this. Is what it is. I'm a grower from way back. I've been growing outdoors, crushing it for decades. And people know me. It's not like one person or anything. I'm far more famous than most people, and I probably, I didn't really want to come on YouTube. The more I think about YouTube, it scares me, right? Like, I don't want to be around people when I go out in public. I don't mind walking by people and saying hi to someone, but I don't want anyone coming up to me asking me for an autograph ever. And I've had people ask for a picture with me. This was years ago, actually, at a game, a football game. A girl got a picture with me, and I don't want to do any pictures with guys. I think it's creepy. I really do. Unfortunately, maybe I will. I don't know, but I highly doubt it. Like if it's like a thing where we're going and hanging out, that's okay. But in public, when I'm just walking somewhere and I'm on my way to meet someone for some sort of interaction with business, fuck off. Like, don't come around me. I'm busy. And that point, people don't get. Like, Michael Jordan, I don't know what's going on. I don't talk about celebrities, but why hate on people while they're old, Oh, you're too much of a pussy to do it while they're like in their prime and they have the microphone anytime. They could be like, oh yeah, and dude, Bill, white old dude named Bill, you were dissing me. You're old. Like, I don't know. What's with all the hate on Michael Jordan? I do take offense to that. He's like one of the greatest in the world, okay? And, okay, he threw a basketball. Well, is it okay for Wayne Gretzky to be the greatest in the world? Why not Michael Jordan? And then if you look at the demographic that's probably hating on Michael Jordan, I guarantee it's a bunch of old white dudes. So that pisses me off. I know what he did. He must have said something, or he must have split from the elites. If you're doing good, people will try to pull you down. Michael Jordan's always been doing good though. Like, he's got so much heat in the last. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm not here to like. Ooh, I really am disappointed in the people that are picking on Michael Jordan that have never had a life. Period. I find it interesting. So remember, I'm not throwing shade on a celebrity right now. which is something I think a lot of people do all the time. I pick very specific people that a lot of people like, and I don't make a video about a person ever. I always started out having a conversation, and you came in. I was going to talk about how there's some sort of fake crap today, but I don't want to give it the time of day because it's not worth it. And eventually, one day, okay, people are gonna understand the way these shows work. Sometimes I put a title and a thing there, but it's a diss. And the reason it doesn't get brought up is because it's not worth the shit that's caught in my ass hairs. Do you understand? So forget about it. Now, I'm going to probably, and I thank you for tuning in today, AJ from Ontario. It's nice to have an Ontarian holding down Ontario. And sorry to hear about your misfortune there, but I'd like you to understand that it's actually not a misfortune. Like the world is about to become bankrupt. Like you're not, and I'm not laughing. I'd like you to be serious. Like, if like message me if there's a seriously if you ever message me through a YouTube comment section, just open so other people can see it transparently because I don't do. Oh yeah, I was gonna just video chat or talk to you for a second, but I guess we already covered the questions. I wanted to ask you those questions. But if we don't know each other and we're from like next door provinces, that's too bad that we never. I swear there's somebody named something AJ, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's NJ. No, not NJ. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's New Jersey. Then maybe it's Jersey. Ah. I mean, if I go on my computer, I could tell because my computer would have comments from you from the beginning, right? So well, leave me a comment on my channel so I can see if I ever had a comment from you before. It'd be interesting. I'm so curious if you've ever been to my channel. I don't think you have, like you don't know me yet. But where I'm from, you don't trust anyone. Everyone lies to your face. They're two-faced back, spineless weasels 90% of the time. That's why friends are so hard to find anywhere you live. Some places, like, I bet it's easier. I bet you it's only 60-70% spineless weasels in, I was going to say California, but it's only maybe at the beach. You get 60-70% spineless weasels, and then, 40% would be good people sometimes, 30-40. If you see somebody on their phone too much, don't trust them. When I was a kid, I'll tell you a story. When I was a kid, somebody tried to lure me out of my house. And they called someone on a boat with me like 10 feet away, and they're like, yeah, he's here with me. Okay then. And I was like, what the fuck? What kind of conversation was that? I'm like, dude, I gotta go. I said, he's like, oh, we're gonna go. I'm like, no, let's go back right now. And I looked him in the eye and I kind of grabbed him. I'm not gonna say anymore. And he took me back, but and there was another time too. The guy just couldn't wait to have me over. I think I was 19. That time I was about 21 when that happened, maybe 22. And the first time I was about maybe 21. I want to say 22, maybe 23 when that boat happened, 22 when the other one happened. My memory's starting to come back a bit. Well, I know because I only had a computer for a couple years. And I knew things about people were like, I've been contacted by people through computers to help me. And it's amazing, right? And I can say that freely because the way they do it isn't able to be like the peons that do anything. It's like not. I swear it's something different, man. Because it taught me things I never understood and couldn't fathom.
But it turns out it was true. And I learned this at a young age. Remember, I was in about 20, 21, 22-ish. And then, well, I'm way older than that now. You can double that number. And in that time, I've had about 20, 30, 40 instances since then. Yeah. And, man, that's where I came up with that percentile. Because it's always someone you think you can trust that fucks you over. Because they have your trust. Oh, I have the key, don't worry. Well, you have the key, but your fingers are not safe. And people make big mistakes and regret it later, but you're not rich enough to appease me 90% of the time. The problem is now there's video. So these people now, it's not just my word against theirs. So, fuck, man. Talk about holding something over someone's head heavily. I mean, I haven't done it, but and I'm not going to. I'm just going to simply press charges. I just haven't decided yet. But like, it's a big, big deal. People's lives will change forever after that day. So, I like to lock in a bit of truth and some information towards the very end of my videos. Not all of them. Sometimes it's in the middle. Sometimes I spit it 10 minutes after she starts. Sometimes it's 30, 50, 60 minutes. See where I'm from. It's a different world. People would come there to relax or to get away. Well, what's interesting is it was like a nesting pot, right? It was something different. It was like a melting point, literally. And I've never talked about it, probably. I mean, I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. Everything I know is because I learned from the best. And I learned information about evil people from a very young age. That I know, and like I want to share it. I have shared it, and the people, and the adults I told as a child, should have taken that information and used it, but I don't think they did. I don't know, but I was shit scared, These people controlled a world within a world, and this is no joke. But I made sure to tell everyone that was trustworthy and a good person. And by doing so, it kept us safe. Our information kept us safe. Because we knew not to trust, we knew not to talk to them, and we knew not to we knew to teach our friends and family about them. And after a long time, they realized what was going on, and they stayed to themselves, and they stopped doing the evil that they were doing. But still, they should spend a long time in a cage. A priest just went to jail for touching kids. He's 90, So this guy was a teacher in a high place. He was a vice principal, and he used to buy alcohol for underage girls and have sex with them. And these girls still live in what they're still alive. I don't know. I laugh because I don't know what this guy was thinking. Horrible human being, right? Most people that do something like this, I would think would do it with an underage hooker, right? But maybe they can't find any. I don't know anything about this world, right? All I know is that this happened, and the girl was in my class, and my buddy and I and a couple people were at the beach, and we were having a fire. And me and my buddy went off to look for firewood further away from this area where our little camp was, with 4 lawn chairs and 2 hot babes swimming with bikinis on, and me and buddy are like, let's go. And we didn't want to share, right? So we just over there in the bush, and they come back and they're like, oh, Kim, don't go over there, there's a bunch of skunks over there, did you guys smell them? Like, yeah. Like, holy shit, one almost sprayed Buddy, hey, and I fucking defended him, and it took us forever. That's why we reek, you know, they were near us. Are you sure? No, don't, seriously, do you want to go? No, I believe you. I'm like, stupid. I want to go collect firewood. You miss out. I'm on the swim, when you go do then. You can swim when you get back. I won't do any lifting. Oh, don't get anything. I'm not playing, bro. Look, if you go do the work, if you go get the water, you get the first drink. Does this make sense? Come back, you get your feet rubbed, bro. So I'm gonna be one going to get the water in my village. I'm gonna be like, yo, dude, you better come with me, bro. I'm gonna make you look bad when I get back, bro. I ain't playing, right? Bam! Trust me when I say I ain't playing, bro. Yeah, that dude did that to, so I'll tell you, so me and Buddy, as this is happening, there's like a bit of a, I can't really say what type of structure it is, but I can go ahead and say that there's something. And it's like grass, and there's a bit of a thing, and it's like sort of like a hill. We can go with a hill. So there's a bit of a hill there. And there's a back road there, and the parking lot is here for the beach. But before the beach, there's like a back road off to the side. And me and Buddy, remember, we're at the beach having a fire and stuff, right? So we come looking for firewood along the forest line, and this dude thinks he's copacetic, where he takes this young girl. They got we find out they had a 2-4. Like, the girl is like 16, like, and the guy is like 80, you know, he's like 44 years old and like wet noodle, right? And she's 16, and they're drinking from a 2-4 in this old shitty truck. The guy's a millionaire, and he drives around and does this in an old model truck that he probably doesn't even have registered. I'm telling you, this gets creepier and creepier, because how sophisticated this guy is at evading is insane. This guy's a pilot. This gets really creepy. Trust me. And this is legit real. Like, this happened, she'll admit to it. So, dude, come at me, bro. You don't even realize, bro. You don't even realize, bro. That guy, he controlled us when we were young, you know? He was a vice principal, and he was a freak, you know? He used to have us patted down by the police. This guy is creepy as sin, man. My buddy used to have fingers put in his butt while he was underage, and they never found anything. But they used to do the weirdest, and my buddy was very vocal with what he thought of that guy. And that guy was friends with the cops. Turns out he was a ride-along for a while, but it didn't fly after a while because there was word around about what we were talking about. So he had to step away from being a ride-along. It's very sad, very sad. The stuff that I know is going to put people in jail. And believe me, it's happening. I'm very, very disappointed. I want to have the girl on the show, and there is no news doing real news. So we're going to do investigative reporting at points. If anyone ever wants to bring a story where they were raped by the Prime Minister or a president, come to me, we'll air it, and we'll get it out there for the world. And this is serious. This is happening. So this is no more. You know, I'm going to Canada, and I'm going to get a special type of license. I'm now the largest channel in the world.
I'm getting a license to do media specifically. This is no joke. You all should have one as well. The laws are changing and you're going to need one in the future for certain things. I'm not getting into it. I didn't make this video for that, or to inform everybody of how lax you're being with your information about social media and laws changing right before under your feet right now, today. And ways you can get, you know, ways of competing with the biggest or so-called biggest in entertainment or whatever it is. They're done. They're done now. This is the biggest platform in the world and they don't rule it. So they're struggling just to start paying out the ass for advertising, and they got no good content, right? So you'll see that this is the main channels that are winning, you know, are there's a guy from Canada, he's a grower. Guy from Canada's a grower, he's got almost 1 million subscribers. My favorite, and I don't like that channel, but it's an okay channel for noobs. My favorite channel is a Canadian channel. It's got almost 300,000 subscribers, Ramo, and he's the coolest dude on YouTube by far, for sure, by far. Sorry, there's other cool people as well, but Ramo's the coolest dude on YouTube. And Youngblood, his son Youngblood is very cool as well, and he is a super cool guy. They're all cool on that channel, put it that way. They're far too cool for me, putting it out there. I've never asked to be on the channel, but I asked Ramo to come on my channel one time through a comment section, and there was like 1.6 thousand comments. I didn't used to read comments. I didn't even know I had a comment section when I came on here. If you go look at my old videos, there's like comments galore. Now I'm hard pressed to get 15, 20 comments after 6 months on per video. It's stupid. And I used to get those comments in 30 minutes of posting the video. I used to get 50 comments from fucking 35 countries around the world. So I know and I've screenshotted and seen that Google has somehow, they've literally hidden my comment section. It's one time, twice, but one time I caught it. The first time I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. I'm like, what the fuck are these? And why does it say 6, 8 months? I'm scrolling through, going back 12 months. All comments I'd never seen or replied or liked or hearted. I'm like, well, I would at least have hearted or liked it. Like I never replied, but I would just fucking bam, bam, bam. I was doing likes and hearts, saying thank you kind of thing, and I'd send it back. But I didn't realize I was supposed to be replying or something like that. I don't remember. Maybe I just had no time and I didn't want to touch a keyboard for people I didn't know who you were, right? I didn't know I was supposed to, maybe too. But I found a section that said comments from, it said public comments you haven't read yet, something like this. And it was like a tab, and I clicked on it. I'm like, what the hell is this? If you look on my mobile phone, I don't have that. So I used to have comments come through on my mobile phone like every 15 seconds. So they did something to my channel, and it's manually manipulating through the mobile app. See, I'm going to explain to them, and I want you guys to understand if they've ever messed with your channel, this is the wording of what they've done. There are 2 platforms to most applications. There is a PC, a computer application, and a mobile application. Now, YouTube has actually created a 3rd. And you don't even know how deep of stuff I know. Listen, no, there's not a fucking YouTube video in the world about what I'm talking about. And I've never talked about this, but it's time. There's a 3rd TV application, it's a different feed entirely, what they're sending out. And what's it called? The way that you get recommendations. They recommend shit. Like, you can go on, we have a Google thing, a Google Android, I'm not sure what, Google Chrome? It's for your TV. I'll figure it out later. I'll show it to you. We have a couple of them anyway. On the front screen of it, it will feature, I've seen it feature YouTube videos for California. It was doing a festival. So these are specific videos. of specific people that they're literally pushing to the front page of a TV. Do you know how much money that would cost? From like there is the only way I can get that is if I am if I get like 50,000 comments a day on each video and 100,000 or 1,000,000 likes. No one. What I'm saying is no one gets this when they upload a video instantly. That's how you get that level of recommendation, supposedly through an algorithmic means. It means you're the number one thing everyone wants to see worldwide. The world loves you. Well, here's what you don't know. The world is about to change per country. The laws of social media will be allowing the government of the country to feature content and push only certain content and have it mostly seen. Like, basically what I'm saying is someone who is let's say you're a outspoken political channel and you're of any country. Well, that country, if you're against the government in power, that country can quickly just, and your feed will never be recommended. It will be at like a 0.0001% rate of exchange or shareability. This is all out there, and I have this in my analytics. This is very simple stuff. This law, I think it's Bill C10, C11. I don't even remember where we're at anymore with these. Like I said, every year we lose our rights. When they put this new law in, if you have anything you want to say, you won't be able to get your voice heard on the internet, let alone YouTube. It's not just on YouTube this is happening. All platforms are being designed to change so that there is an absolute complete control. And if you think this is a joke, they've already done it. But they're doing it through shadow means right now. This would be the shadow government complete. Like, if you don't think this is happening, look around you the last 2, 3, or even 4 years. You can go as far back as 6, 7, or 8, or 9, maybe 10 years. People's videos were being taken off of platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, where they featured content such as strange clouds, UFOs, political agendas that were considered conspiracy that have now 110% come completely true, is no longer called a conspiracy 3 years later. You do realize this, right? Those are now called motherfuckers that are Nostradamuses. That 90% of the world called idiots and simpletons and clowns. It is easier to fool the masses than it is to tell the masses that you've been fooled this whole time. Period. And this is a 2.0 upgraded version of Mark Twain, one of the greatest writers, if he existed. We will never know the truth, because the truth is now written in a revised novel that comes out of an elite's publishing corporation. And if you don't understand what I said, then just go back to watching your favorite TV show right now. I bid you good day. Thank you again for tuning in. And maybe someone wants to share the video. Maybe share out the Hashpan's content. Boom! Why would you want to do that, right? No one wants to get